All right, guys, we're back at our favorite lake. We're on Guntersville. We're getting prepped for a pretty big set of tournaments. We're fishing the Native Big Bass Power Hour, and we're fishing the TNKATT tournament here on Guntersville, middle of April. And we're really looking forward to this one because this area that we're pre-fishing today has treated us very good in the past. So this is a really big one for us because starting with this stretch of tournaments here at Guntersville and then moving on through the rest of the season, this is going to be our home stretch that we have got to do well on if we're going to qualify for the KATT State Championship. We need top 10s basically for the rest of the season, and there's a very real possibility that we could do that here because we've gotten top 10s here before, and I think we could do it again. First cast. That's fine. Got one. Chatterbait. He's not big, but he's a fish. First cast. First cast. He's not scoreable, but a fish on the first cast. That could be a good sign. Got one. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good sized one. He'll call from my online. He is 14.5. So he'd have been scoreable, but he doesn't call anything for the online tournament. But that's a good sign. We've not even been out 5 minutes. I've already caught 2 on the chatterbait. That is a very good sign. Hopefully we can get into some big ones. That's the big thing. Because for the Big Bass Power Hour, the biggest fish each hour gets $1,000. And the TNKATT tournament is not limitless. The native tournament is a limitless one. So all the fish over 14 inches that you can score, TNKATT is your top 3. So we need to catch 3 big fish to do on the TNKATT one. But so far this is a good sign because we love fishing this area. We know it very well. That's a good one. Holy cow. He just spit up a huge, like a big old chunk of bluegill. Looking at 15 3/4. 15 3/4. I believe that culls my smallest for the online. It's another good scoreable fish. I'm gonna fish this bank just a hair longer, and then I'm gonna leave it alone and start scouting out some new areas. I just wanna make sure that I get good confirmation on these hits. He spit that up. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like a baby bass. So he's been eating big stuff.
I'm really hoping that got caught on camera. That was cool. Able to watch him come up and eat that. He ain't a monster, but he'd be scoreable. I'll send him back. Away he goes. Well, there's one on Mr. Speedworm. Another one. Ah! Oh, crap. There we go. Pretty fish. All right, 2 on speedworm, 2 on golden shiner.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's new. Well, good thing I've got another chatterbait. Oh, that's another good one. Oh, that is a really good one. He's a lot deeper than I thought he was. Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. That's what we're looking for right there. He was on the green pumpkin. This one is 18 exactly. All right, guys. This is the first one I can turn into the Bill Dance Open, and it's a keeper for TNKATT, an 18-inch largemouth. This time on the green pumpkin. I'm going to leave this area be for now. This is exactly what we wanted to see, and with their, we're going to try to explore more areas too. So we're going to keep on going. Oh, it's a fish. A little largemouth grabbed it. He ain't scoreable for nothing. Little largemouth, he's teeny. Can't believe he went after this half-ounce chatterbait. But that's 5 fish in less than 30 minutes. That's a good one. That's a spot. That's a little old spotted bass. Yeah, that's a spot. You see how the jaw doesn't extend past the eyes? That if the jaw extends past the eyes, then it's a largemouth. But you can also usually tell because they tend to have more vibrant colors in the spotting on them. But we're gonna let this guy go. That, I think, about confirms it. I think I'm gonna stop fishing this spot. Let it just kind of rest. I know it'll recharge, but when you're fishing a limitless tournament, you want to have as many fish as possible. So I'm going to push back further and see what else we can get going. I want to try testing back in the cove, and then I want to fish across the way and see what that looks like. So I just want to get a good idea of what all this looks like, because we have a lot of area accessible now that the weeds are no longer there, and it looks like we still got a lot of grass over there. So I might fish that grass, see if I can't get something on top water, just to see what's going on. But we know chatterbait works. I caught several on the green pumpkin, so imitating bluegills. We're seeing a lot more bluegill than shad. So that, I think that pretty much dictates it. And I know this area back in the cove has produced a lot of big fish over the last couple of years. So let's go, let's keep on exploring. This is looking really good. Bluegill everywhere. Look at that, that's another good one. I don't think he's 17 1/4, so I can't submit him for the online tournament. I think that's my first fish ever on the speed worm. Way back in the shallows. Let him go. I wonder if he was on a bed, because I hadn't even started reeling that one yet.
Oh, dang it. Another scoreable.
Oh my gosh, I watched him come up and grab that. We're gonna count him. It's another one on the green pumpkin chatterbait. Okay, so this flat's good. I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna keep on going. So this flat, all the way down that bank. This looks good. That was another good size one too.
I had them come up out of like 8 feet of water and grab the June bug.
I think we need to go with darker colors. Once summer rolls around, shad patterns will work back in here, but I'm seeing so much bluegill back in here, it's not even funny.
Okay. Well, I'm fixing to change out both my chatterbaits.
So what I've determined so far, that bank right there is good. This corner back here is worth checking out. I'm gonna see how far back I can go that way.
Yep.
I might fish this. What I might do is I might go around that outer bank there and then maybe fish the middle of these flats just to see if they're productive. But I want to have enough time to go all the way and check out that area.
Oh! That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Well, yeah, he's decent. He'd score anyway. That was on the citrus shad. There's another one.
That's a good one. White and chartreuse. Oh, he's at least scoreable. Yeah, a nice little chunker. Look at that, guys. He's another long one. I don't think he's 17 and a quarter or longer, but he's a scoreable fish. Skinny one, saw a bit post spawn. But we're kind of determining back here in the back of the cove, it is really muddy. So these brighter colors are doing better. But where we get to the clear water, the natural colors are working quite well. So we're going to keep experimenting with that. Again, we're not going to try to fish out any spot. We just want to have a lot of places to go to throughout the day.
There's another one on citrus shad. Wow, he's got a really pretty coloring to him. Yeah. Oh. That's on golden shiner. He's not big though. Yeah. He might score for 10 cat, but I don't think he'd make 14. Oh. Oh, he got off.
Got one. Yep. Not whole huge, but he'd score. heavy, heavy fish. For that's such a little guy. There we go. There's one. That one on green pumpkin. All right. Oh, he let himself go. But as soon as the water turned clear, I threw the green pumpkin out, caught a fish. So I'm gonna limit my casting, but I'm gonna see how far back into the cove I can go. Just because I'm curious. With all the, normally there's grass blocking this entire area, but now we can actually see the channel. So I'm going to push back and see how far I can make it. Might throw the chatterbait a little bit. We'll see what it looks like back here. Got him. We'll count him. He's little. Dadgummit. Ain't very big. The fish, I'm not quite sold on pushing way back in here. I don't think there's enough fish back here. He's a little teeny tiny guy. Much more than a year old. And the fish following it. There's a fish. Little largemouth. Little one. Little largemouth. I pushed back in this creek and it looks really good, but it looks really good for water that I would fish in the summer. But I'm going to make a couple more casts back in this cove. I don't think pushing back here is going to be the play. Another one. Decent fish. Well, maybe not. That's another good one. Another good one back here in this cove. He's fat. That's a healthy pre-spawn fish. Oh, that is a fish.
And these bass down here, I don't know what it is about these Guntersville bass, but they fight. I mean, they're healthy, scrappy fish. Oh my. Oh, he's down in the grass. GoPro capture. Please still be on there. Yeah. Your fish feels a whole lot bigger when there's 10 pounds of weeds on him. It's too bad the weeds don't count as well. But another pretty fish. Again, no monsters yet. It's nice, healthy fish. Whoa! Get out of there. That's a little better. Actually, that's a lot better. Best one of the day so far. Let's see. He'd be pushing 18 inches. Nice. Away he goes. And then itty bitty, little bitty guy. Healthy, hefty.
That's a good one. Alright guys, he's a 1/4 inch smaller than the biggest one I've caught so far, but another healthy fish. That's a good keeper. I think we have an idea of where we need to be fishing and what we need to be fishing. I don't, with the chatterbait, I'm not quite sure how much the color matters at this point, because I've caught them on both. But that was a 17 3/4 inch right out here in about 6 foot of water. Another good one. He is 17 exactly. So he won't call anything, but it's a good sign. I kind of like this flat area. I'm catching them out more towards the middle than out deep. I'm catching them more on a bluegill pattern bait than on shad. So I think I've got an idea, and it's going to be flat fishing, which is what I prefer to do. But I like to catch one more out in here. The 2 I've caught out here have been good sized, and I want to fish out in the middle. If I catch 2 or 3 out in the middle, then I'm going to stop fishing it altogether.
healthy fish. We just need bigger. Lord, I pray that the wind would not be a factor on Saturday. I pray that it would hold off until after we are finished. Ooh. GoPro capture. Not bad. Oh. Pretty fish. Love those Guntersville fish. Not as big, still pretty. Oh, I thought you were something. You're all weeds. Littlest one of the day. Now I've stumbled into a bunch of little bitty ones up here.
Would have been scoreable for TNKATT, but not. I don't think he would have been 14. But he's a fish out here in these flats. That's a better one. He would score. He's about 16 or so. Another good one. We'll let him go. Yep, it looks like the areas that we usually fish are going to be our most productive. Another scoreable fish. Yeah, another big one. Another scoreable fish. Right out here in the middle. And all on this bluegill style bait. So I think that gives us a pretty good color for the tournament. So we eliminated a lot of water today, which I think is more important than just finding fish. I know that that far side isn't the best. I know pushing back into the creek could be good. We'll see. But I think most of our fishing is going to take place on these flats here in the middle of the cove. Just appears to be the best area. It's where we caught our biggest fish. It's where we caught the most fish. And we've got some backup areas if things start to chill out a little bit. Okay guys, it's the afternoon before the tournament. We want to double check the water out near the mouth of the cove because we've never actually fished that far out. We've never really needed to. But we want to have that as a backup. So we're going to dedicate this time to just checking out that area. We went and scouted at Crow Creek today. We did not do very well. We saw a decent amount of people launched out here this morning. We're hoping that they don't launch out here for the tournament. Generally, we have this place to ourselves. But we're going to get out here. We're just going to do some scouting. Most of it's going to be done with our eyes. We've got fishing poles with us, but that's more than anything to confirm once we get out there. We're just going to try to find some extra spots for us because we need to be able to catch a lot of fish, and we need to catch 3 big ones. Like I've been saying this entire time we've been down here, we have got to do well in this tournament and the rest of them going on. We're really hedging our bets on this second half of the season. So let's get out here, let's catch some big bass, let's get ready, and let's go win the tournament. Yeah. Yep. White and chartreuse. Came off. But he's a fish. He was scoreable. That's a nice spotted bass right there. I'm netting him. I'm pretty sure, nope, that's a largemouth. The mouth extends past the eye, but scoreable fish here. That's 2 in less than 5 minutes. So that's a good sign. I want to catch one more. I want to see what else is going on. Then I might go clear over there. I don't want to fish this place out.
There we go. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy, you choked that thing. That's a spot. Look at that, that's a spot. That's a beautiful spot. He would be 17. Nice. Let's send him back, or her back. Away it goes. Yes, get up out of there. Get up out of there. Come on. Ah! You really thought you were going to eat that? That worm's bigger than you are. Oh my goodness. There is no reward for smallest fish in this one.
Well, I went all the way across, didn't catch anything through those flats.
Really?
I mean, I didn't throw the speed worm much because it was getting dark, so I figured they need something with vibration. But I threw both chatterbaits, I threw topwater, I did not get a bite.
I wonder if it's because of all the pressure out here today.
Probably. So from what I have gathered from our scouting, it is not worth it to come much further than this area here. Everything that way just doesn't seem to produce. But I do think our best bet's going to be starting over there, fishing it. Honestly, we might consider doing 2-hour sets. 2 hours there, 2 hours here, 2 hours there, 2 hours here.
Yeah. What part of that'll be depending on how many people are out.
Yeah. I think the real question is going to be is how productive is the middle flats going to be? Because when it came to numbers in October, I caught most of my numbers out in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know that in general this area is pretty good. So this will go good. Figure the detailed part out is where we're on.
Yep, we'll improvise. The big thing we need to remember is we need 3 good fish apiece.
Yeah.
Because in the end, we do need to have a good tournament for TNKATT.